Honest with you, I'm a little bit worried for this match of Milan playing in Bergamo against Atalanta on a spooky Tuesday, rainy night. It's going to be an interesting match against the only undefeated team of Serie A. A victory can bring back the enthusiasm that we had just before the international break. A defeat is going to bring back the ghost from last season. And a draw, it's pretty useless for both teams. So in this video, we're going to analyze a little bit how Atalanta is doing recently and how Milan is going to be facing Atalanta. The thing that you need to know is that Atalanta changed the coach. Now Gasperini, that was managing Atalanta for years, bringing for the first time a Coppa Italia in Bergamo, bringing a European Cup in Bergamo, incredible team, incredible game style, a really, really solid team. After years now, Gasperini left, went to coach Roma. Roma right now 1 point above AC Milan, leading the Serie A together with Napoli. Juric is the coach of Atalanta, and in my opinion so far haven't found yet the right combination to unlock the full potential of the team. Because later we're gonna check out the lineup of Atalanta together and the substitution that they have available. It's a great, solid team, and Allegri with the same team will literally destroy us. Okay, but we are in full emergency. But one step at a time. Now, as you guys see, Atalanta is coming from 4 draw in row. So this match against Milan is make it or break it. I guess it's gonna be one of the two. For the match tomorrow night against Milan, this is gonna be the lineup. So with Carnesecchi, Cossonò, Hien, Dimisti, Zappacosta, Ederson, Martin Deron, Bellanova, and Kristovic, our memory from the last season against with Lecce, Lukman, and De Catelare. Catelare doesn't work, they have Samardzic. If Kristovic doesn't work, they have Scamacca. If Pasalic doesn't work, they have Brescianini. If Deron doesn't work, they have the very fast Sulemana. And they also have Musa, of course, David Zappacosta, they have Daniel Maldini. They really have a lot of substitution. Something that Allegri mentioned a few times this season is that in modern football nowadays, substitution are extremely important and sometimes even more important than the actual 11 that they come into play. So what Milan can do to stop Atalanta, because that's the reality. I'm not expecting to own the match tomorrow night. I'm actually expecting, from what we saw against Pisa, I'm expecting that against Atalanta, there are going to be some chances with some maybe schemes, some tactics prepared during a free kick, maybe during a corner. Maybe there could be a penalty. I think it's going to be hard from an open play, unless Rafa Leao decides to play as he knows. Milan that pretty much recover only Ruben Loftus-Cheek in front of Maignan, Gabbia, Tomori and Pavlovic, Modric, Ricci, Fofana, Bartesaghi, because Stupinian hasn't recovered yet. Saelemaekers on the right side, followed in the front by Santiago Jimenez and Rafa Leao. So pretty much the same lineup that we saw against Pisa. Now, it could be a little strategy that Allegri can use to play as two strikers, Rafa Leao and Alexis Saelemaekers, to leave in the last 15-20 minutes to play Santiago Jimenez, where in my opinion probably it's going to make a lot of difference, exactly as he did against Fiorentina. Now the only difference that we had with the match against the Fiorentina is that we have Nkunku, that in my opinion is not the first striker, and we have also Ruben Loftus-Cheek that can bring that physicality in a midfield, especially in the second half when Milan is going to be holding the ground. Also, it's very interesting to see that Milan doesn't win in Bergamo since 2001. Last season Milan lost again against Atalanta with a 2-1 with the goal of De Catelare and Lukman on the last few minutes. I remember that match. Then we lost again 3-2 in December 2023. Then we have to go back to 2001, the years of the victory of Pioli's Campionato, with a victory of 2-3 for the Rossoneri. It's always tricky. There is quite often a red card in between Milan and Atalanta. There is quite often at least a goal from both sides. It's going to be hard. Now, there is a stats that I like to read out loud, because Atalanta against Allegri, it doesn't work really well. In fact, Max faced Atalanta 30 times. And 16 times out of these 30, Max won. Draw 8 and lost only 6 times. So has an average point against Atalanta of 1.87. Now, new coach for Atalanta, new player, so anything is possible. Of course, these are just numbers. But it's interesting and made me hope good. We will see what Max can cook, really. It's going to be a tough match. It's going to be a spooky match that really can bring us back a little bit of enthusiasm in Milano. We will see, guys. Let me know what do you think is going to be the final score of this match. I'm very, very excited. Hopefully we can bring home the 3 points and keep believing. Ciao! Forza Diavolo!